take out of that?
Yeah, look, I was probably the last quarter. It was a bit of a just became a bit of a shootout. But I thought first 3 quarters we played some really good footy. I was really happy with how we obviously won our share and how we defended the ball in particular, and then were able to counter attack and score. So that was some really good positives out of the night. It was great.
You seem to be handballing a little bit more than you normally do. Was that by design?
That's probably a little bit of what the game threw up. I felt like at times we probably over-handballed. We sort of spoke to the players about that at half-time. But overall, at times there were opportunities to handball our way through, and some of our handball tonight really set up some great attacks. So, yeah, it's what the game probably presented.
An incredible spread of goal kickers, but I think 9 out of from the first 11 goals or thereabouts. Yeah. Is that how you like it?
No, it's not by design. That's just again how the game sort of evolved. I think we had midfielders sort of hit the scoreboard as well as our forwards, and we want to have a nice even contribution. We got that again tonight. It's hard to look through and find players who didn't contribute in some way or capacity, and that's how we want to play our footy.
Obviously it's hard, Talia. I know you can't explain too much at the moment how you didn't prove much of a loss tonight, but how much of a loss could he be going?
Yeah, well, we'll get that assessed as Shut said. We'll look at those things during the week. But we're able to restructure things a little bit there. Richie Douglas went back, having started in the midfield. So again, that helps some of the things we worked on in the pre-season around our flexibility. And tonight, when called upon, we're able to adjust around that. Obviously, with Jake Kelly not being out there, Dave McKay went back as well. So again, that's part of the group evolving and being able to have that flexibility.
You've had quite a few hamstrings this year. I think I added up 7 or 8 for this year. Is that a concern?
No, that's something we'll look at. But that's footy, and that's what happens. It's a injurious game, and we'll back our high performance guys in, and that's just what happens.
There was that pretty contentious sort of deliberate rush. Did you think that he was under enough pressure to rush?
It's hard for me to comment. I saw it was the deliberate rush behind. It was hard to sort of say. I didn't see the review, to be honest, to see how far away he was or how much pressure he was under. And that's one of those ones I think the players are adapting to. And I think the longer that rule's in play, the less you'll see it's contentious. It'll become pretty much clear as to what's rushed and what's not.
Gold Coast has sort of talked all week about they had to win the midfield because a couple of their key defenders were down. You must have been thrilled with your midfielders' performance tonight. Yeah,
very much so. I thought our guys, they rolled their sleeves up and went to work, which was, and we knew that, the Gold Coast had brought in a strong midfield group. They sort of loaded up with midfield players and runners, and our guys have been solid all year in that space, and I thought they had another good night tonight. Probably the clearances were around about even, but I thought our ability to win our share, and Brad Crouch coming back in was another plus for us. We know the quality of the player and about to bring him in and play like he did. Some good signs from him.
Rory Atkins has started to look like a bit of a late blooming steal. I think he was drafted at 81, is that right?
Yeah, he was. He took a while to come along, and he probably found a bit of his feet last year. Had a really good pre-season and has continued to just build as a player. Now, he's got some areas he's still working on, but he showed some signs again tonight of the sort of player we think he'll become.
The game was very much an up and down game, a basketball game. Are you comfortable with that style? If that's
well, that's how it opened up, and there was pretty low stoppages for long periods of the game, so it was a transition style game. And again, that means you've got to be prepared to attack and defend. And as I said, I thought some of our system and structure in the first half allowed us to defend the ground really well and get the ball back. Given how the Gold Coast wanted to play, so that's just what the game presented tonight, and our guys were able to adapt again and find a way to score and to stop them scoring, which obviously gave us the result.
For those of us that have only seen you on TV, it looked like a concerted effort to deny them the middle of the ground.
Yeah.
Is that because of the Tom Lynch factor, or is that how you always set up defensively?
Yeah, it was probably a little bit about how Gold Coast generally wanted to play. They looked like they wanted to switch the ball and then bring it back through the middle. So we were mindful of that and trying to make sure we didn't give that opportunity to do that. They got a few through late, but I thought for most of the night our guys were really strong at being able to both protect that switch and stop them coming back inside.
In previous games, you probably had maybe a soft quarter a game. Tonight it seemed to be probably less than that. You restricted them a little bit quicker. They're going to have a run, of course, but maybe not for just as long tonight.
Yeah, no, I thought, as I said, I thought our first 3 quarters were pretty strong in that space. I think in the last quarter, we probably took our foot off a little bit, and we kept scoring a little bit, but probably allowed them to score a bit easier than they had in the first 3. So that's the game. You don't always get it on your terms. As much as I'd like it on our terms, that doesn't happen. And I thought, the game was certainly over at 3/4 time. So probably forgive our players for taking their foot off the gas a little bit.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.